Hello my friends, I'm Jihondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 4, the Express Only Challenge. Since last episode, I've gone around the map and I've left myself a bunch of notes on stuff that needs to get done. So, for example, we had been working on this train route here, basically looping around this giant lake. We just didn't get a chance to finish it, so I put in some notes like, connect the train there, to there, to there, and then to here and end it, for example. The main reason I started doing notes, though, was because of this one over here. We had put in an airport, and I was going to connect these two by road, but the Stanport officials don't like me yet. Even though I'm doing a very good job for them, they haven't caught up yet, so I just left myself some notes. When these guys are happy again, go ahead and connect those. The other part I put a lot of notes in was a bit further down. I got looking at the map, and I'll show all these in a second. I got noticing that this lake had 10 or 11 cities very close to it. So I thought, well, why don't I connect them to the main? So I'm going to try and squeeze an airport near Whitbrook somewhere. I'm not entirely sure how. Maybe up here. It's going to be close, but I think I can do it. And then have a plane route over here to Plupole. And Plupole to Chuntminster. I could do this one by train. It's... in fact, I'm going to put this as... because this one really could be either. I was originally thinking it was a little bit long for a train, but it's really not that bad. But I could do by air or by train, doesn't matter. Either way, from there, we're just going to make some train routes. Vaughan Grove here to Bryn Pool, to Schrodingport, or Shordingport, whatever. Over here to St. Treberg, which is a nice city on this lake. And you'll see I just put little numbered tags for all the little cities around this lake. And there's quite a few of them. They're not all very large, but they are either right on the lake, such like ones like this one, or close enough to that I can easily just carve in a little tiny bit. Won't be a big deal. So that gives me an idea of the plan for the next, well, however long it takes me to do all that. I don't know if I'll get all that done this session, probably not, but either way, we'll get started on it. And I think, because we did some airplane and some train stuff in the last couple episodes, I'm going to start with the boats, because we haven't done anything with boats yet. So, first stop will simply be connecting all these 11 cities. Now, obviously, they don't all have to, go to every single one. Like, I don't need 10 routes coming out of every single city. That's just craziness. An administrative nightmare if nothing else. So what I'll probably end up doing is basically just having them go in a circle. So, ST can go to Bint Ditch can go to Piednor can go to Old Prelo, etc. Basically just making a circuit. It's a bit unfortunate, for example, somebody living in Old Prelo who wants to get to St. Treberg has to sail a long way all the way around the lake, but my mission is to have it so every city connects in some way. I never said it was efficient, or that would be pleasurable for the passengers, but it can be done. So, that's what we're going to get doing. So I'm just going to leave the game on pause, because there's really no reason for it to be running while we're doing this. Well, let's get back into boats. It's been a while. Let me make sure I remember how to do these silly things. And I need to make sure as well that I have room for the train. In fact, I might even put the train station in, just not connect it yet. Just to make sure I do have room for it. Actually, that's probably a really good idea. I should do that first, to make sure I have room for the end junction. That would be a very good idea. Alright, what's the absolute smallest I can make this? It'll be coming in from this way. So I kind of want the station... maybe I'll put the station up here? Just not sure if I could then get it to be connected to the docks. No, okay, I gotta put the docks in first. Probably on this side somewhere. Maybe right there. Now let's see where I can put in a rail station. If that will still be connecting. Not if it's anywhere near there. Okay. What if it's over here somewhere? I need room to be able to turn in, so right about there I think will be good. Oh, not quite close enough. There. That's as close as that can be. Now I just have to try and make this little area turn into a viable turnaround point. Good luck to me, anyway. Oh, it's fine. I'm sure I can do it. We just have to play a game of how tight can I make a train turn. Can't be a problem, right? Sure, we'll go with that. Well, at an absolute minimum, that's a turnaround. That's a very small turnaround, but that is a turnaround. So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and set those one-way markers now, just so I know they're there. Okay, so this is obviously not connected to anything. Yes, I'm paying maintenance on it, but it's not a big deal. It's better to do that rather than be, I set up all this, I let the clock run a bit, the city grows, and it gets so big I can't fit a train in here. That was what I was concerned with. So I wanted to make very sure that I had room. In fact, you can see there's a house right there I'm barely missing. Okay, so that at least gets me out of the city. Okay. I can work with that from there. That'll be fine. They're not going to grow that far in the next little while, but they certainly could have grown here, or especially right here, where they would be very much in the way. Okay. Excellent. Let's just get all our docks set up right off the bat. So this one I definitely want it to be further back, so I'm going to have to carve in a bit of some water. That's a canal. That's not what I wanted. That's an aqueduct. Those are locks. Aqueduct is what I want. Nope, it's not. See, I told you, it's been a while. It has been a while. There we go, okay. So I need locks to change sides, and then it's canals. Okay. And I do recall that you have to have a little bit of a hill for the actual dock itself. That I do remember. And, oh, I need a bit more water. Right, okay. So that is going to be a very tight turn for the boat, but well, maybe we'll give it a little bit more room. There. So it's a little bit tight in here, but it'll be okay. This city's kind of small anyway. I don't foresee them getting a whole lot of traffic. I'm probably not even going to bother putting in a road station. Well, I guess I could. I don't have to actually service it. As long as it exists, it'll count. So, yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to put in some bus and truck stations, but not actually put any buses or trucks on them. Just having them be part of the docks to increase the size where I actually have connections. So it's absolutely cheating, and I don't care. Sometimes you just have to do these things. There. So now, this dock also covers the area out here, officially, because these stations are part of that, even though they're not being serviced. So it's a little bit of a cheat, but there you go. I guess I can get rid of that sign as well, because we have that one done. Okay, this one definitely needs to be carved in. So again, I'll probably want it somewhere around here, so maybe right there. There. This at least will have a little bit more room to work with. That'll be nice. Little area for the dock itself. I really don't know why it has to be on a slope, but it absolutely has to be on a slope. Who knows? We'll just deal with it. We won't worry about it. And again, we'll do the same thing where we kind of cheat a little bit and arbitrarily extend our coverage. Awesome. And that's number 2 done. Where'd number 3 go? way down here. Okay. This one's already got a bit of a river going, so I don't really need to do anything with that, other than just plunk in somewhere with the docks. So I guess I might as well just use this river as is. Do. Did I do down instead of up? Yes, I did. That was silly. Why didn't you stop me? Alright, I need to carve out a little bit of room there. Okay. There we go. And, as usual, our sneaky cheat bus and a truck. Excellent. Okay. And that is number 3 done. Number 4 is here. I'll have to carve in. It doesn't really matter too much which side I carve in. This one's kind of far from either of them, so it's not going to make a huge difference. If one side was close and the other side was far, I'd put it on the side to kind of try to even out the space a bit. But in a case like this, it's not really going to matter, so I think I'll just put it right here. I'll start with, as usual, I need a spot where apparently that is not going to be a good spot. Okay. Or I was on the wrong one again. No, I really was on the right one. No, I wasn't. Never mind. I'll just... Please ignore me. I don't know what I'm doing. Wow. Okay. Make that watery, that watery. That can go up. And that can be your dock. Glorious. We'll get there eventually, folks. Like I say, I don't work with boats very often, and when I do, it's always a trick to remember how they work. But we'll get there. We will get there. That is not a problem. Okay. And that is 4 done. Where did my sign for 4 go? I was staring right at it. Never mind. Excellent. Okay, here's 5. So again, it doesn't really matter if I come up here or down here so much. So pretty much anywhere that it'll let me will be fine. So right there it is. And dock. Beautiful. And our bus. Station there. And our truck station there. Excellent. Okay. And that is 5 done. Excuse me. I'm fighting a teensy bit of a cold. If you've noticed, my voice is a little bit raw. My throat hurts pretty bad today, so apologies if my voice is difficult to catch at times. I am managing as best I can, but it really isn't going well in Throatland today. So not that Throatland is a real word or a thing, but we'll go with that. Now, how am I going to get... I may have to put it on this side, because this side here looks a little too messy. I don't think they go very well on diagonals, is the... Yeah, they don't like these diagonal ones, so... Well, I guess I could put it there. But I think it might be easier just to put it here. That'll be fine. Yeah, we'll go with this. We will go with that. So we shall. Docks. And you. Part of the docks. Glorious. That is number 6 done. Number 7. Again, it's going to be tricky. I think I have to carve in here. It's the only place where it's got a flat edge. So that's probably where this has to go. If I put that there... Didn't really want to put that one there. So I wanted to put the docks up here. There we go. Okay. We'll get there. I'm losing my mind, but we'll get there. Docks. And truck. 4 docks. Glorious. Okay, and that's 7. Here's 8. This one is at least nice and flat, so we can put it pretty much anywhere. We'll just put it right here. That will be fine. Oh, I kind of wanted it here. I kind of screwed that up a little bit. Oh well, we'll put it back here. That should still be okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. They'll never need to turn this way anyway, so it being right up against the land shouldn't matter. Now that has really kind of wrecked their growth in this direction, but they can still grow in this direction, so they'll be fine. Don't worry about them. And that's a bus, and that's a truck. Glorious. And that is 8. 2 more. Because we already have this one done. So just 9 and 10 to go. We're almost there. Okay. Probably right here if I can. It's going to be a little bit tight, but I think we can make this work. Oops. Something happened to your road, boys. I don't know what happened. Yeah, actually, I kind of do. I kind of did it deliberately. Whoopsie. That's okay. Once their people can start moving around and mail can start flowing, they'll be much happier. I'm sure they'll forgive me. I'm actually not sure of that in the slightest, but we'll say that we're sure of it. Well, hello, Devil. Probably aren't on camera. You're sitting too far down. Smokey's been up here nice and quiet the whole time. The Devil's just jumped up on the side of the chair. You guys probably can't see him because I don't think the camera goes that far down. But yeah, camera only goes to about here, so if he moves further up, you'll be able to see him. Anyway, that is number 9 done. Blink. Beautiful. And lastly, 10. This one doesn't need to be carved in, because I can just slap the docks right on there. Beautiful. And let's do the road thing. Yes, I see you, Debbie. It's okay. Are you coming up? Are you gonna jump up here? There you go. Preferably without waking Smokey up would have been nice, but okay. Good boy. Okay, so let's build that one there. And the trucks. Oh, buddy, what are you doing? What you doing, buddy? That's not gonna work. As charming as Buttonface is, that's my joke name for when he puts his butt in my face. I call him Buttonface. As charming as that is, this really isn't going to work so well. I can't see the keyboard. That's going to make connecting this truck. Oh, that's okay. I can do it by feel. I know where the control key is. So that's that one done. Excellent. So that is the docks all set up all the way around this enormous lake. Glorious. Okay, Bubs, I need you to either go back up there or just lie down. But when you stand right there, you take up 80% of my screen. See this? This is called line of sight. And I don't have any right now. Yes, sir. So I also have to decide how many ship depots I'm going to have, because I definitely will want more than one, not only for maintenance purposes, but also because the ship can't go super far without a buoy or a depot. I don't think this is far enough to need buoys, but I definitely do want a couple depots along the way. So let's start with one right about there. That can service all these three. Okay, sir, please. Please. Thank you. Put another one here. Now it can service both this one to here and later this one to here. And we'll have another one, say here, which can, it's a little bit out of the way for this one, but it's not bad. And it's perfect for those ones. These are just such long trips. You don't normally need this many depots, but okay, so it's a little bit out of the way, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. Okay. Well, let us start creating routes and buying boats. Yay! I'm going to end up just doing, for now, a single passenger, single mail boat. The mail boat almost certainly will cost me a fortune because it is not going to be that much mail. Well, apparently some has been queued up, but generally speaking, I'm not doing this because I'm expecting them to make money yet. They will later once these cities grow. It's more just, you know, in my mind, I wanted to get, I mean, eventually I want to get the entire map connected. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but in my mind, though, I envision this enormous, if very convoluted network where every city can talk to every other city in some way. No matter how convoluted the route, you know, you may have to go around and around and around, but technically can be done. That's what I'm hoping for. So we shall see. But anyway, let's ignore that and work on this. Okay, that's just oil. This is the... Okay, so we have a passenger and a mail. Okay. So you are St. Treberg to Binditch. Okay, making me type like this, sir, is a little challenging. Just saying. Binditch. Passenger. For those of you who touch type, meaning you have your hands in the proper spot on the keyboard, try just once having one arm arbitrarily up on about a 30-degree angle. See how well that does for you. That's what I'm doing right now, and it's a little bit weird. It can still work, but it's a little bit weird. Okay. Oh, I'm working on that already. I don't need that note anymore. Okay. That's the names done. Now let's get the actual routes in there. So you are going from St. Treberg through the depot, which will be optional because it's a very short trip on this one, to Binditch. Beautiful. And you, because I'm not trying to share the orders, I am allowed to just copy, even though they are two different consists, like one's passengers, one's mail. You'll remember from a few sessions I was trying to copy, or excuse me, to share some mail and some passenger vehicles, which it wouldn't let me do. But as long as you're just doing a copy, not a share, you can copy. So that's why I was allowed to do that. And you'll notice it does not say shared orders, it just says orders. So that's why I was allowed to do that. You shall be carrying mail. Okay. And with that, you are both green to go. Let's watch the first glorious ship set sail, and then we can pause the time again and set up all the rest. But let's at least see something moving, because we have not seen anything happen yet. There they are, in all their glory. They're also kind of on top of each other. There we go. So that is now an active station. This first trip, of course, they have nothing. Oh, let's speed up the time. There's nothing doing because they just activated it. Now we'll see this is going to be a little bit of a tricky turn for them, but they'll manage it. Okay, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, you're jumping down. Okay. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tight turn, but they can do it. And then I guess they use this kind of just like a sail through to turn back around, and that works. Thankfully, there's no collisions for boats, so I don't have to worry about two boats being in here at the same time, because that would be a big problem. Okay, that one's now open. We're going to get messages that it is in fact open, which is awesome. And we actually, wow, there was a full load of passengers already. I guess this city is big enough to warrant it. I don't think this side will. Or at least not steadily. There'll be a lot early on because nothing's been done to them for 100 odd years, right? But I don't think it'll consistently be able to keep that much traffic up. That's my guess, anyway. And as expected, even with a stockpile, there wasn't a full load of mail. These things carry an incredible amount of mail. Well, they're cargo ships, I guess that makes sense, but... So even just going one way only with passengers, that almost broke even, so that's actually pretty good. Okay, so the mail ship has arrived, drops off, reloads. Yeah, that's making money on this side. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. You know what? This really does show like it's got enough passenger traffic after all. Maybe I do need more than one boat. Well, for now I'm going to wait simply because there will be another boat accessing here, and it'll be the one from here. Basically, every single port's going to have one coming in from one side and one coming in from the other side, which automatically doubles the amount of traffic it's going to get by the time I'm done. So for now, I'm not going to worry too much about which ones are really busy and which ones are not so busy. Simply because there's going to be more boats anyway. Then I'll give it some time, and then any of these stations that are super busy, I'll start cloning boats. That sounds like a plan to me. So passengers and cargo. You are Bintich to Piednor. Now that the cat has jumped down, hey, I can type like normal again. Oh, passengers. You are the one that's going to be mail. Okay. And you are now going to... Oops, I can't see the bottom. Thank you. You are now mail. Thank you. Your route shall be from here to here. Please. Thank you. To here. I was clicking on the locks down the dock, and I was wondering why it wasn't showing up. Yay me. And again, this is a pretty short trip, so we'll say that the maintenance for here is optional. And we will copy and set you both as green to go. I won't run the clock to let these go. I wanted to watch one just to make sure we were doing it right, obviously. But it's not really necessary to run each one separately. I'll get them all set up and then we'll do a major launch. Okay, next is Piednor to way down here at Old Prolo. And yes, I have to zoom out and see both names because I have already forgotten what the first one was. That's pretty sad. Anyway. Passenger, cargo. So you are Piednor. Old Prelo, passenger. You are Piednor, Old Prelo, mail. Beautiful. And you'll go from depot to Piednor, back through depot, and over to here, but both of these are optional. That way it can choose, because it's a bit longer, I don't think it needs to be 100% every time to have maintenance, but I want to be able to have maintenance regardless of which way it was going. If I only just put it on the one, it would only do it as it was going this way. Whereas now it can do it this way or this way, if that makes sense. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, please leave me a comment. I'll try and explain that better, but in my mind this makes a lot of sense, so we'll go with that. Anyway, we will now copy that. You are both green to go. Okay, next is Prelo to St. Guhal. That will be off of this one. Passenger cargo. Awesome. And awesome. No, not with a slash. No one asked for a slash. Thank you. Okay. Important. Set that to mail. And now I'm paranoid. Did I set this one to mail? No, I did not. Good thing I checked that. Okay, now you're green. That was silly of me. The problem is I got so used to making all those trains and especially the road vehicles where they only take one type of cargo. So as soon as you pick that type of car, you don't have to worry about refitting the vehicle. So I got out of the habit of actually checking to make sure it's actually set to the right thing. So that's an oopsie on my part, and I'm terribly sorry for that. Okay, so this is from here to Prelo, back through maintenance again, for the same reason as the other one. So like I said, if you don't understand why I do that, please do leave a comment and I will be happy to attempt to explain it. Okay. And we copy you. Excellent. And you are both green to go. Next is St. Guhal to Griddington Green. Okay. Maybe I'll try and get in the habit of doing this part first so I don't forget it. Yeah, maybe that'll work a little better for me. Maybe. No guarantees, of course. Grinnington passenger. No, I can't. I was trying to see if I could highlight so I could do a copy paste. Just to save myself some typing, but apparently that does not support it. Oh well. That's okay. A little typing practice never hurts, right? Here to here, through here, and here. And again, the depots are optional. And you are going to copy. Okay, that one's done. Next is Partingbury to Grinnington. I really could use either docks for these, or excuse me, depots for these. I'll just use this one arbitrarily. So Grinnington, Partingbury. Sure, I can remember that. Not. Passengers, and let's make sure I remember to do that. Grinnington, Partingbury, mail. Excellent. And you are here to here, back through here if you want to here. Optional, optional. And copy, copy, copy. Okay. That's you two done. Next is Partingbury to Grubuck. Obviously through the same depot, so I can just leave that open. Passenger cargo. Make sure that's set to mail. Excellent. Move that so I can see the names that I've already forgotten. Even though I've typed in Partingbury a few times now, I have already forgotten it. Yay me. That's a special kind of memory. And I think the special part is not good. Mail. Beautiful. Okay. Your route is from the depot to Partingbury to Grubuck. Now I'm going to say with a maintenance stop, but again, optional. Make sure I copy from the right one. Which apparently I did not. What am I doing? Okay, so apparently I've lost my mind. Right. So, the first route from here should have been Grinnington to Partingbury. And for reasons that elude me... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's... Okay, that's what threw me off. That's the depot. The depot's named after something else. It thinks the depot is Trottington. Okay, never mind. That's fine. So it is, in fact, Grinnington, Partingway. So it's fine. And you are Partingbury, Grubuck. You're fine. Okay. Sorry, I have a little mental moment there. Wow. And I did set that to mail, yes? Yes. Okay. So you're both fine. Okay. Okay. So that was to Grubuck, right? So next is Grubuck, Trottington. So again, 2 new ships. And we'll set the mail right away so I don't forget it. Glorious. Okay. Wow. We'll get there, folks. Apparently I'm losing my mind. Langdon, passenger. Grubuck. Trottington, mail. Okay. And that is from here to here, back through here to here, wherever the actual dock is there. Okay. And optional. And copy. Alright, so Grubuck, Trottington. Excellent. Okay. Next is Trottington to Stanby, and again I'll use the same. This will be a very busy depot apparently, but that's okay. They only pop in for a second at a time, and they can be multiple ships occupying the same space, so it really does not matter. Trottington, Stanby, passenger. And yes, I heard you scream at your monitor. Switch it to mail. Thank you for that. I almost forgot. And no, I don't actually hear you through your monitor. That was a joke. And in case I had to tell you that was a joke, it makes it proof that I'm the idiot, not you, so don't worry about it. Anyway, Tronington, back through Depot, over to Stanbury, Tronington, Stanby. These are options, and you shall copy. Done and done. Okay, from Stanby to Bindenbury, we'll use this depot. Set mail right away like I was supposed to last time and forgot. Yay me. So that is Stanby, Bindenbury, passenger, and Stanby, Bindenbury, mail. Okay. Yep. And same idea, depot, docks, depot, and docks. Optional, optional, and copy. Okay. Good to go. Next will be Bindenbury back to St. Tréberg, and then we are done setting up the boats, which is awesome. Bindenbury, St. Tréberg, I can see both names, which means I have a chance of typing them in. Not necessarily correctly, but I at least have a chance of doing it. Passenger. Bindenbury, St. Tréberg, mail. And let's ensure it actually is doing mail, which it wasn't, but now it is. So Bindenbury, back through the depot to St. Tréberg. Option, option, and copy, copy, copy. Good to go. And that is all of our boats. It's going to be kind of hard to see at this zoom level, but this will let us see all the boats floating out when we hit the go button. So that was quite a bit of setup, but I think it's cool. Yeah, basically like little rocket launchers shooting. So that's going to take a bit, because obviously all these stations are inactive because they haven't been touched yet. So we have a couple of empty trips or very light trips to make before anything really happens. But that is whatever this lake's name is, and I'm sure it has a name, but I don't know what it is. If you want to see a certain name for this lake, let me know in the comments. First person to put something in that is appropriate will absolutely have the lake named for them. And in the meantime, off they go. Except this one, because this is not working. I wonder if they can't use these, without, they need a proper actual lock, not just, right, ship in the way, right. Thanks. Yes, they need an actual proper lock, not just a bizarre river. That makes sense. I just want to make sure that was the only place that happened. I'm pretty sure I built actual locks on all the other ones. I think that was the only one that had a natural looking one that I thought I could use. These all certainly look like they have properly built ones. That one didn't need one. Neither did that one. So yeah, it was just the one I screwed up. That's not bad. To set up 11 stations and only screwed up one of them. Nice! A new record for me. That is pretty sweet. If I sort these by profit, well, granted they haven't had a whole year yet, so I guess that's not really relevant yet, but once it has had time to buzz through, we'll get a better look at it. It's probably too early to be looking at that anyway. The important part, though, is stuff is definitely working. The only one that even I could consider to have enough data would be this one, and it certainly looks like it's fine for mail, but probably needs more passenger ships. But again, I want to give them more time to flow through the whole circle of this enormous lake before I worry too much about that. But every other one certainly looks like, yeah, they've all got stuff queued up, so they are good to go. Regardless of how much is there, as long as there's something there, that I know the boats have hit them. I'm just taking a quick paranoia check. Okay, so all those are done. Groovy. Okay. That is fantastic. So now, why don't we then start working on getting these to eventually connect back to us. It doesn't really matter which way I go from here to the boats or from the boats back, so arbitrarily, we'll go from here and back. Mostly because I've already set this side up, so. Let's get our train from St. Terburg here over to Shortingport. And I'll want this train to be able to continue, so what I'll want to do then is, when I'm building the station, I'm going to want a 4-track station. Or do I? Would it be easier to have each one as a completely isolated one, or just have clever signaling? Nah, let's just do clever signaling. I can do it. I'm really good at signals. Yes, I know what you just said to your monitor, I know. Okay, so we'll have lines coming in through here. Which means the actual rail stations can be there. And I do want to separate them just a little bit here. Okay. Good, didn't mess that up, or at least not much. I always get a little bit off when I'm trying to eyeball these. I don't know why that is, just something wrong with my eyes, I guess. But I always get mixed up trying to eyeball them. Okay, so there is the basic connection. So now we need a spot for a depot. We have a spot to turn around on this side. They need a spot to turn around on this side. Although I guess they'll just be popping in and out of the station to do that. So as long as I'm clever with the signals, they should be able to do that without trouble. Well, it might not be a terrible idea just to give them an arbitrary turnaround anyway. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to extend this a little bit further so that we can give this an extension there. We definitely need a signal here. No question of that. Oh, actually, sorry, this is the one coming in. So that was kind of pointless. I'm doing this quite wrong. This will be where they join back together, so these can actually be one-ways. Yes, there is. Don't give me that silliness. Okay. So that's one coming in. This is where it comes back from having turned have a break off here. So we'll have the one going back, you know, just to continue the route, and one that loops around and turns. Okay. So again, we'll want a nice, relatively tight turn here. Straight onto a bridge. And then a nice tight turn to here. And that is a much better way than I did it last time. Because that's all it takes. That whole convoluted mess I made on the very first one, completely unnecessary. But anyway, just to make sure everybody's clear as we are leaving. These are both one way. Just so there's no conflict. Of course, it comes back to here to rejoin. Okay. So when you're coming in, you'll of course, let's get some one-ways going up here so that there's no question what's going on here. You'll come in on this line, then you'll always turn around and you'll always be exiting, or at least passing through, on this side. Then you'll get to here, and you'll do your usual turn. Okay, that route should be fine. So now we need a depot somewhere. So I could do it off of one of these lines, or I could use one of these circles. Which way would I rather do it? Doesn't make a huge difference, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't make a huge difference. No, that's not going to work because that's a bridge. That's not a good spot for that. So I guess we'll put it on this side. Okay, so well, that signal will guard this anyway. So that will go into depot. And back. Exiting the depot can only ever be... Oh, right. That way. Yes, I know it's a mess, but it will work. It really will. Okay. And entering depot. Of course, we need signals as well. So that will guard anyone coming into the depot. This has to be a signaled, but does not... Actually, does not even need a signal. It's always, I want to always come out this way and always come in for the... So no, I don't even need a signal. Never mind. I don't need a signal there. Signals here will catch anything from misbehaving that way. This will have to trap anyone going this way from anyone's coming here. I think this will work. I can't put any more signals in where I'd like to just for paranoia's sake, but I don't think I really need them anyway. So. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this set up, and then we'll see how it goes. By itself, of course, it'll work just fine, because... Oops. Why did I close that? Because nothing else is on that track. Later on is when it could be a mess. But we shall see. Anyway, you are shorting port to St. Treberg. If I leave that there, I can see my sign. Shorting port, St. Treberg. Both. Okay. And your route shall be depot. Shorting. Is this a long enough route to demand maintenance every time? Probably not. So I think I will make that optional. And that is done, so we can get rid of the sign. And let us watch this train. So far so good. Exiting the depot, looping around here, on the correct track. Excellent. You have now activated that station. There's no sign of mail, which is not encouraging, but anyway. So I did do mail, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, there it goes. It's just so little that it's not really noticing. See, at least here, this also picks up off the docks traffic, so that will help as well. That's a tight turnaround, but it can do it. Does its pass through and is good to go. Alright. Excellent. So we're getting close to time control, so this will be the last thing we set up for today, but I think today went really, really well. We'll pop in here, start making some money, which is awesome. Fantastic money. And then we'll see. This time it probably will choose not to do maintenance, so now we'll get to watch, make sure it can navigate this little turn, and it should be able to. Yeah, that's fine. And we just crossed a year, so that's absolutely an excellent spot to put a cut in for the episode. So, good progress today. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time folks, stay calm, and I hope you come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.